As Stearns collapsed further, the Federal Reserve stepped in to prevent total collapse of the economy and funded an acquisition of Stearns' assets by J.P. Morgan. That's the bank bailout you hear about. And as the deal was going through and before it was announced to the public, a ratings agency quietly announced that Epstein's firm, Liquid Funding, again 40% owned by Bear Stearns, had somehow wiped out all of their debt. It's inconclusive, but analysts at Wall Street on Parade provide excellent evidence that that was the federal government bailing out Jeffrey Epstein's fund. But this is still only 2008. In the following years, Epstein, as a free man, would continue his financial maneuvering while running a network of super heinous crimes. Crimes that his old friends at the banks allegedly turned a blind eye to. Epstein's primary bank for years was J.P. Morgan, which had also loaned Liquid Funding $250 million and bought Bear Stearns during the crisis. J.P. Morgan has a specific division for extremely wealthy clients like Epstein. Banks have a legal responsibility to pay attention to suspicious, large, or cash transactions among their customers. Analysts did flag Epstein's transactions as problematic, but executives ignored analysts' advice and kept Epstein as a customer. From 2008 to 2013, JP Morgan facilitated millions of dollars in cash transactions for Epstein, ignoring its own policy discouraging large cash withdrawals. One executive wrote, "Continue to do business with Epstein as an exception to the felon policy because his account was so valuable." And he was allegedly connecting JP Morgan with valuable clients like Bill Gates, Larry Summers, Sergey Brin, and even Benjamin Netanyahu. JP Morgan did eventually end their accounts with Epstein in 2013, but allegedly kept contact with him after that for connecting them with other rich people. Another bank quickly swooped in to profit off of Epstein's money. A relationship manager at Deutsche Bank suggested to senior management that Mr. Epstein was a potential client who could generate millions of dollars of revenue, as well as leads for other lucrative clients to the bank. Deutsche executives knew everything about Epstein. They had a whole memo about soliciting underage prostitution, but in that same email, point out that he could bring in estimated flows of $100 to $300 million with revenue of $2 to $4 million annually. They ignored what Epstein was doing with his money so that they could make more money off of his money. Obviously, Jeffrey Epstein is a sort of singular monster for his awful crimes, but he was supported and protected by the very same economic systems that keep you down. Offshore accounts, bailouts, and being protected by banks are all just normal rich people stuff. Jeffrey Epstein just took the exploitation to another level and got caught. But the rest of it is going on around you all the time.